Everything had nothing to do with me nor her. Them bitches was coming at you about your because they had too much ammo for you. Don't act like you didn't say that. I wasn't there. Now damn sure ain't gonna come to somebody about they awesome hate.
The tension in the room was palpable. Under the surface of what was intended to be a typical recording of the famous reality show, a storm was brewing as the cameras rolled, the lights were bright, and the crew was there. On the other hand, everything surrounding Yandy and Rasheeda appeared to dissolve into the background, leaving them alone in a long brewing struggle. Even though Yandy was always a strong lady, the stress of the scenario tonight made her feel as though she would lose her cool. It felt like everything was collapsing in front of the cameras, and B, who had always been at the center, had never been more intimate or dramatic. Rasheeda has been a mainstay in Yandy's life for years, both as a confidant and a friend. But their connection with Mendes had always been complex. Their strong tie and shared past were undeniable. But when Mendes began dating Yandy, things began to alter. Rasheeda first made an effort to be encouraging, but she soon started to question Mendes' morality and loyalty. Rasheeda's comments pierced the air like a knife, and Yandy felt the heat rising in her chest as she considered the choices he was making, especially now that the cameras were capturing every second the gloves were being removed. This was sincere. It wasn't just the usual lighthearted joking or banter that had defined their relationship. Over time, Rasheeda's disdain for Mendes' choices had grown, and she was now forthright about it. Yandy appeared to be the target of every comment and look, as if her relationship with Mendes were a personal betrayal. Are you truly going to defend him? Yandy, after everything he's done, you're still going to act as though he's your savior? Rasheeda's voice was full with surprise. The hurt was still there, burning deep, but Yandy maintained her composure despite her roiling rage because she understood that this was not the moment to allow her emotions run wild. As if Rasheeda were questioning her judgment, her choices, and everything that had led her to this moment, it seemed like an assault on her. Why do you continuously comment on Ms. Yun's statements? Rasheeda had always been willing to blame him for their problems and draw attention to his flaws. Don't sit here and act like you know what's best for me. I'm the one who has to deal with his past, baggage, and mistakes. You're not the one in this relationship. Her voice trembled with the frustration she had been holding inside for too long, despite her strength. Rasheeda scoffed and rolled her eyes, but Yandy had already reached her breaking point and wasn't finished yet. This was no time to back down when her heart was on the line. You've always had your ideas, but you've never been in our shoes. You've been watching from the sidelines, condemning him and me, Yandy remarked. You act as if you know everything, but you have no idea what we've been through or what I've had to forgive. With each word, it becomes louder. The tension between the two women was intense. The air was thick with verbal hostility and unresolved issues. The deeper problems that had been brewing for years were the rivalry, the silent jealousy, and the way Rasheeda's presence in M's life had always hovered over Young's relationship with him like a shadow. It wasn't only about males anymore. Rasheeda's face contorted in rage and her eyes narrowed. She retaliated. You think that M's mess is something that only you have had to deal with. I don't understand what it's like to be in a relationship with someone who is constantly making mistakes, you think. I'm tired of seeing you pretend that he has changed while letting him pull you down, Yandy, because he has hurt us both. The words hit Yandy like a smack in the face, and for a minute she felt the ground move beneath her. Because the world was watching and the cameras were on them, she refused to give anyone the satisfaction of seeing Rasheeda, even though she wanted to lash out and scream at her for all the suffering she had caused. Shatter, but it seemed like everything was falling apart on the inside. M's mistakes for so long, Yandy had been fighting to keep things together. But now, as their dispute intensified and Rasheeda's constant interference and the drama that had always surrounded them became too much, it felt like the dam was about to burst. The crew waited in the background as the charges were made, not knowing how to intervene, knowing that they were witnessing a relationship breakdown, a power struggle, and something far bigger than a disagreement between two women. The conflict finally lacked a clear resolution with a struggle for respect that had been brewing for years. Yandy ran away. The fallout was still being captured on video, but for Yandy, the real fight had only just started. It wasn't only about Rasheeda or Mies. It was also about determining whether she could trust anyone again, including herself, and how to navigate the chaos that had overtaken her life. Yandy seems to have lost the fight to keep her family together. According to rumors, Mies has finally reconciled with his resigned real love, Erica, and is sick of calling her his wife. The fact that some people are even speculating that they might already be married is becoming a major concern. It's no secret that Yandy's pride is the only thing keeping her in her marriage, and it seems like she has lost all emotional control since Macy's moved in with Erica. Yandy is not only berating Macy's for offending her, but she is also making it very evident to Erica that she must leave her partner or else it will be present when they meet. After all the effort and sacrifice she made while he was in prison, we all believe Yandy would finally be able to enjoy her marriage. If you haven't worked it out yet, sit down and let me explain. Earlier this year, Mrs. was free from prison following his incarceration for drug-related offenses. Yandy stood tough and managed everything alone with M's support, doing everything she could to keep the family together. To deal with the problems in their relationship, she even attended therapy. In case you missed it, instead of giving Yandy a heartfelt thank you for keeping the family together, Ems decided to move on to Yandy's most ardent adversary, Erica. When someone cheats, they always cheat. You've probably observed that Yandy has been living in denial about her marriage's condition for years if you've been following the love triangle between Ems, Erica, and Yandy. Her vanity and conceit prevent her from setting boundaries with Erica, even though she is aware that Mrs. is still seeing Erica and hasn't been entirely honest with her. She is adept at making things appear perfect, but we all know that they aren't. Therefore, I believe she is the only lady in his life. Before Yandy came into the picture, Erica and Mies had been together for a long time, proving how much Mies adores his first baby mama. Samantha said Erica was one of the few ladies he really loved. According to Erica, she and Mies have lived together, shared passports, taken trips, and even had the opportunity to meet his whole family. When things weren't going well for him, he needed someone with stability and a definite plan for the future, even though she was loyal to him and helped raise his first kid without Samantha. He met Yandy in this way, and even though he was married to Yandy, they were wedded. According to insiders, NPES moved out of their home with Erica and dumped Yandy in order to reestablish their connection now that he is out of jail and has a steady job. To be really honest, I don't think Yandy deserves the treatment she's getting from M, who put her under control, solved all of his issues, and entangled herself in baby mama drama. Without hesitation, he told her that he was in the marriage for duty and not love. He even admitted that he never would have stood by her side or kept the family together the way she did for him if their roles had been reversed. She should never have gotten involved in this, put up with M's mother's disdain, and put in so much effort to take care of his kids.
That ain't had nothing to do with me nor her. Them bitches was coming at you about your because they had too much ammo for you. Don't act like you didn't say I wasn't there. Now damn sure ain't gonna come to somebody about they on some half.